For 9 years, the best snowboarders in the world have been coming here to Crested Butte Mountain Resort in Colorado to tackle the steep and the deep. And they're back again this year for the Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest presented by Paul Mitchell.
This is my very own
Zox, Crested Butte, get ready for some extreme action.
Welcome to the Subaru Big Mountain Extreme event at Crested Butte. All eyes are on the rocky head wall, and eyes that were physically on the head wall didn't have time to blink.
Being a competitor here at the Extremes means you have to have big mountain skills, great balance, heavy concentration, some dangerous obstacles out there. Moving into some favorites today, we're going to look at the big man, Ox Maloli. He's been killing it, all mountain rider. We've got some past victories here from Christian Robinson, Cliff Diamond. They're all back and looking ready to charge.
The defending champ, local boy Cliff Diamond, was setting himself up for a three-peat, a trifecta.
Hey, my name is Cliff Diamond. I live in Crested Butte. I moved here when I was a young kid. I started snowboarding probably when I was about 12. I used to watch old films like Snowboarders in Exile, Damian Sanders. All of those guys used to be big mountain riders, and that's where I got my inspiration. I just stuck with it. Snowboarding was the cool thing. You know, you had to be a snowboarder. Big mountain isn't as popular as such half pipe, you know, big air, stuff like that. So it's kind of tough. Finally started coming up the ranks in the big mountain from 5th, 3rd to 1st, and then to 1st again, and hopefully another one this year.
This event has history. It is known to tax the best abilities a rider has got to offer.
Here at the head wall on the first day of qualifying round of the Extremes, the kids are looking up there and trying to pick their technical spot to show up for the judges today. They're going to be checking into some of the technical picks, the top of the cliff lines. They'll be taken down into box rock, into the angle gully, and airing out into the bottom, trying to catch some of the soft stuff, maintaining control through the mogul field, and showing up for a strong, controlled finish here at the gate.
Let's go! Make it happen!
The judges are ready, the crew is ready, they're all ready for 2 days of scary good snowboarding. Diamond was the one people were watching. He is the two-time defending champ and local who knows the head wall backwards and forwards. Cliff snapped some warm-up turns through the bumps to get warmed up before entering the chutes. An interesting first 10-foot drop turn got folks wondering about his intentions. He slid into a narrow patch of snow between some rocks, had a quick meeting with himself, and then pointed it. Sketchy. He will be looking for more. Serious choices are going to be made today. Line choice could be life or death.
It's not every day you go through keyhole. I mean, I'm not doing it for the fun of it, I'll tell you that.
All cameras on.
Ox Maloli dropping in, looking for some flowy line options. He opted to connect some bigger, loftier lips. He was even popping methods and finding time for some style.
Ball line was good. What happened on the big jump?
I don't know. Day's going that way.
I think you're qualified, though, going into tomorrow.
I hope so.
All right, good luck then.
Thanks. Ooh, dog.
Jonathan Park had high speed on his side. He did stick it, and he moved on to the finals. Matt Annette drove the slough over some big boulders, but stayed on his feet to clean a couple more sections and get the points he needed to move on. Local ripper Lucas Demlow chose some interesting lines over ugly little baby heads. He did, however, scrape together enough points to move on to day 2.
Luke Demlow getting crazy up there on the head wall. Running an original line. No one's come down that way before. Must have been pretty thin. How's the conditions?
Yeah, it was rocky and I was sliding out, crashing, but it's fun.
Christian Robinson hits the 10-foot jump turn, goes over the bars. He let it draw out into the big bowl and cleaned up some points needed to move on. How about them ladies? Jessica Franklin got the girls going with controlled line choices. However, the after effect of high speed is tough to deal with. McBride threaded the needle, and Rachel Baskfield backing that smoothness with styled descent. Jules Larson was able to find some lips for a needed points boost. She would be the top qualifier for the women and take the points lead into the finals on Sunday. All the qualifiers will have their points combined from both days. Christian Robertson leads the points for the men with Lucas Demlow and Matt Annetz filling in the top 3 spots.
Yeah, I was averagely pleased. I kind of butt checked a few times when I didn't really want to, but nothing you could do about it now. Just do better.
The 9th annual Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest is fueled by Subaru, driven by what's inside. Paul Mitchell Hair Products, Team Paul Mitchell, style and performance. Rocky Mountain Cold, Coors Light, cold down easy. Gore-Tex, guaranteed to keep you dry. And by Crested Butte Mountain, the heart and soul of mountain sports.
You mean you believe in it?
Sure. Why not?
Reincarnation. It's like being recycled.
Introducing the Baja. Part car, part truck.
Haven't we met before? Maybe in a past life.
It's a totally new Subaru. You may have met in a past life. When you get it, you get it. The new all-wheel drive Baja.
Paul Mitchell, the style in lifestyle sports.
Welcome back to the Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest from Crested Butte, Colorado. Boardercross has gotten faster and sicker over time. Over the last couple years, there was a slump in the organizational factor. But now that Boardercross is an official Olympic event in Italy, 2006, guys and girls and all sorts of breeds of animal are coming out of the woodwork, diving into the new generation of Boardercross.
Hey guys, we're at Crested Butte at the Ice Bar. We're at the top of the Boardercross course for the Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest. With some information on the Boardercross course is Dave Dowd, longtime Colorado veteran.
We're here at Crested Butte. It's got a great course set up for us, Dave. Very long, very technical. Good start, lots of whoops, bank corners, jumps.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the likes of Matt Maloli, who has absolutely no problem making it through the rounds. Lucas Demlow, local and national favorite, has time to style it out as he glides over the jumps on the way to the finals.
Here comes Lucas flying over, dude. Like, it was sick!
Lucas Demlow, Crested Butte, Colorado. Yeah, I've been border crossing for years now, doing the X Games and most major competitions. It's kind of mass chaos, a bunch of people flying around next to each other. And now that it's going to the Olympics, I would really like to be part of something like that. Life's about enjoying yourself and just having a good time. It's my sister Leah, she's a local, Ripper too.
Yeah.
The women featured a showdown between two of the world's top Boardercross riders, Dina Malin and Marnie Yamada. Stacy Kunkel got lucky, and Marnie Yamada wrapped herself up in a big old circus of trouble in the bermed corners. Yamada had the wherewithal to get back up and bust through the early rounds. In the semis, Kunkel took herself out, landing flat while her and Yamada are duking it out.
That's it. I fell. End of story.
One more. Well, this time I got to put on another little rub on and get a good hole shot in.
Women encore.
In the final, Yamada grabbed the hole shot and the lead. Malin was right on her. Yamada made a bad line choice in the berm section, and Malin took note. Malin held the lead all the way to the finish. In men's semifinal heat number 1, Ox was in charge. He got the hole shot, and that was all she wrote. But Lucas Demlo went down and would not advance to the finals.
Way out ahead, out in front. How you doing it? How you staying out there?
I think it's because I weigh about 230.
In semifinal heat number 2, Diamond and Park were side by side the entire race, which is fine for both of them since the top 2 advanced to the finals.
Tried to follow him down until I get to the flat spot, and then when I got in the flat side, I tried to draft him until I could pass. Worked out.
Making up for his flat bottom blowout in the semis, Lucas Demlo easily takes the win in the 5th place money spot. With more on the final 4, let's go to the floor with Boardercross Kingpin Dave Dowd.
Thanks, JMO. We're here for the finals of the men's. The gate's about to drop. We have Jonathan Park, been smoking fast all day. We got Cliff Diamond, unbelievably fast. We've got Paul Henderson, multi-year veteran of the sport. And the big man, Ox Maloli, has been powering down the field all day. Cutting to the start right now.
From the left of your screen to the right in that first starting position, Park. Next to him, Maloli, Diamond, and then Henderson. The hole shot. Who's gonna get it? It's anybody's race this day. And who starts squeezing out in front? It's none other than good old Ox Maloli. Is it the weight? Did he wax right? Probably both. Leading into the berms, it was Ox, followed by Henderson. Oh, Henderson had a huge slide out. Park slams down, trying to avoid it. Henderson pulls himself back up. Diamond, now in 2nd place, followed closely by Henderson. Look at Maloli skying the dubs. It's pretty much all Ox going to the bank. Diamond and Henderson battle for 2nd. Diamond putting it into a tuck. Henderson wanting some, but Hendo wasn't getting any of it. Matt Ox Maloli is gonna take it. Following behind him is Cliff Diamond, Paul Henderson, and Jonathan Park.
Ox took us quick right out of the start, and then the two of us just brawled for it.
We battled, probably touched 3 or 4 times through the whole course.
It was a good fight.
Tried to keep it clean, but racing's racing.
It was a good race on both counts, I think.
All right, I'm here at the finish line of the Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest Boardercross with the one and only Ox. Ox had a little issue last year after leading. Pulled it off this time, looked like it was on cruise control. What happened out there?
Just stomped everything. It was great.
Matt Maloli. In the mid-90s, he was known for his Alaska backcountry adventures. Man, the guy was insane, and all of a sudden, here he is, out of the powder and onto the hard pack in the Boardercross course and claiming the victory. Matt Ox Maloli.
You mean you believe in it?
Sure. Why not?
Reincarnation. It's like being recycled.
Introducing the Baja. Part car, part truck.
Haven't we met before? Maybe in a past life.
It's a totally new Subaru. You may have met in a past life. When you get it, you get it. The new all-wheel drive Baja.
Mitchell, the style in lifestyle sports.
This chick's rocking your bro on the dance floor, but she's towing an anchor, a junior investment banker who's talking about herself and not much more. Oh, oh, so buy her a beer, it's the reason you're here. Mighty wingman, you're taking one for the team, so your buddy can live the dream. wingman.
Welcome back to Crested Butte, Colorado, and the Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest presented by Paul Mitchell.
I'm here to jump and to laugh and smile and stuff.
That brings us to the Triple Air event. About a zillion riders showed for a flowy spin-off.
People are doing some crazy tricks, so it's pretty tough.
There were Huck specialists in the house, young guns who lived to spin.
A lot of good kids here, a lot of up-and-comers who are new to the scene.
Guys like James Linhoff, he nailed a backside 3. Jeff Nelson, how about that 720? Greg Stem, he got the 540 and then a 720.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
On that first hit, a medium-sized tabletop, it was backed up with a second hit, another medium-sized tabletop, about 40 feet. But then the bottom was a big classic cheese wedge Showtime booter.
I don't really get scared much. I mean, I might definitely push my limits and test my ability, but, you know, I'm pretty confident and just charge it.
In the women's comp, Julie LaVecchia tried to get a frontside 540, but she skidded out, settles for third. Dina Malin got a backside 3 to get second. Marnie Yamato took home the gold by a stylish backside 3 herself. As for the overall leaders in the triple jump, Matt Maloli had a little trouble with his landings. Cliff Diamond, he had a few rough ones himself, while Lucas Demlo held on to take 6th place. That left 4 guys, including Matt Peterson, who pulled off a 3 and a 5 in the 4th place spot. Bruce Weichenbeck, he landed a 540 and then did a stylish backside method to fakie, but then he ran out of speed, settles for 3rd. With the competition whittled down to 2, James Linhoff and Jeff Nelson, they were ready to go off. In the early rounds, Linhoff sat on a bunch of his landings, attempting some 720s. Then Nelson came on strong, landing a big old backside 720 and a 540. Linhoff said, "Hey man, I'll back that up." Busts out a huge 360 and then this mega cork frontside 7, and the judges just ate it up. James Linhoff took the first place and a fat $1,500 check.
Especially to take $1,500. Can we see that? Right in here, I got the check, man.
You mean you believe in it?
Sure. Why not?
Reincarnation. It's like being recycled.
Introducing the Baja. Part car, part truck.
Haven't we met before? Maybe in a past life.
It's a totally new Subaru. You may have met in a past life. When you get it, you get it. The new all-wheel drive Baja.
Paul Mitchell, the style in lifestyle sports.
Welcome back to the Subaru US Big Mountain Extremes from Crested Butte.
It's just testing yourself, you know, even though you're in a competition, you're out there doing, all these people are riding for soul, you know.
Hey, I'm Jules Larson. I guess I'm top qualifier today. Today is a personal thing for me, and there's some stuff on this mountain that I've never ridden before, that I've been dying to ride, but I never had the confidence, so I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens.
21 men and 15 women will take on the lines of the Phoenix Spellbound Bulls at Crested Butte in the finals of the US Big Mountain Extremes.
Ox Maloli, pretty much manhandling the entire mountain here.
It's great to be at Crested Butte when the snow is so good and the conditions are so perfect. Really couldn't ask for anything better.
The terrain for the finals is much gnarlier than in qualifying. There are bigger drops available, the runouts are faster, and the pitch is certainly steeper. Mistakes are not an option. Highly technical lines required the riders to carefully set themselves up for the drops. There was a lot of side slipping going on, but it would all make way for the goods.
Dave, this is insane. Last day of the free ride finals here at the Extreme event. Gnarly stuff going down. What should we do?
I don't believe what people are doing
Dude, who do you think's on it, man? Christian Robertson, Ox Maloli. Who's your favorites?
I'm going with the Ox. I think Christian's throwing down hard. Some of the ladies going incredible. This bottom section, I don't know, they're destroying their boards out there.
Completely out of hand. I have a brand new board and I'm not riding these cliffs, man. Gnarly.
Cliff Diamond is a local. He is the two-time defending champion of this event. He qualified 5th, so he's got some work to do if he wants to grab a 3rd title.
Snowboarding Phoenix is a great run for second day. There's cliff bands, there's drops, everything you want. The tree runs, powder. It's a great place to have a second day.
On diving board on C, all cameras ready, POV on Ox.
Matt Maloli starts on this sweet diving board and flows into the bowl. He stomped everything, busting off rock lips back to back. Matt hauled into the last bowl and greets the judges with a big smile of success.
Ox, an incredible run. You really let it hang out there at the bottom. What was going through your mind?
Oh, just normal everyday stuff.
Everyday stuff, huh? Most people don't get everyday stuff like that.
Matt Annetz was pushing the limits, but was unable to stick anything. Little bit higher risk. He managed to avert disaster here and there. Jonathan Parks found some great landings in a zone of chewed powder. He was one of the few to clean sections. On his last line, he chose a needle threader that was almost costing him some body parts. The women had their work cut out for them. Jules Larson kept things smart. She chose smaller drops that allowed her to keep her speed under control. Control being the key on packed powder conditions. She flowed, she went big, she was all in control. The judges were stoked.
Just wanted to get through the top as fast as possible and charge it. So I just kind of went with whatever came in front of me.
Cliff Diamond, the defending champ, he came into the finals in 5th. He knew he had to collect some points. He chose a line that entailed some precise turning through some tight rocks. In the open sections, he makes some controlled turn, clicks off the rock lips to add some flavor, and then sets himself up for some massive hop turns in some dangerous places. Cliff Diamond ruled it with control. The judges were stoked. Christian Robinson was ready. Robinson took a different approach than that of Diamond. He chose less technical lines, but went for faster and cleaner big tricks, like 360s. He linked his run together quite nicely, had a few falls, but high fives for flowy line choices in marginal snow conditions. US Extremes were definitely a success, pushing the limits of progression and pushing the limits of each rider individually. Jules Larson came through, did the lines that she'd never done before but always wanted to do, and takes the women's title. Cliff Diamond claims his third Subaru US Big Mountain Extreme title. The Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest overall champ is Cliff Diamond. For the women, the overall champ is Marnie Yamada. The 9th annual Subaru US Extreme Boarderfest has been brought to you by Subaru, driven by what's inside. Paul Mitchell Hair Products, Team Paul Mitchell, style and performance. Sprite, obey your thirst. Gore-Tex, guaranteed to keep you dry. And by Crested Butte Mountain, the heart and soul of mountain sports.
Promotional consideration was provided by Club Med and Sheridan Crested Butte Resort.